Hi guys, it's Dex again. I'll just be here recording a Tyson Fury video for you. I'm actually just reacting to his latest fight. I know I'll be a bit late to it, but yeah, let's get into it.
There's the tail of the tape, and you can see the physical advantages Richie Woodall that Tyson Fury has. I'm not sure whether the hairs on the back of everybody's neck has actually settled down yet. Incredible. So yeah, 6'9", 6'4", that reach is the big one, 85 to 78, that's massive.
I mean, Tyson is a huge guy. Huge. He's easily like 2'3" of me. I'm like 5'4". His reach is ridiculous as well. So I didn't really think Dillian had a fighting chance in this anyway. Like, you know, Dillian's like an up close fighter and he likes to use his left hook and stuff. But Tyson here just jab you and jab you and jab you and keep you at a distance.
Wait is over. The time is now. Live from Wembley Stadium in London. It's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner.
Bit more eyes than Tommy, eh? His brother earlier on. I mean, hardly anyone turned up for that.
He weighed in at 18 stone, 1 pound, or 253 and 1/4 U.S. pounds, with a record of 28 wins, 2 losses. He has 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBC interim heavyweight title holder. Please welcome tonight's...
I actually really like Dillian Whyte as a fighter. He's one of those like Rocky stories that he just come from the bottom and just fought his way up. He's not like an AJ or like a Tyson himself, who was, well, in his word, destined to be a boxing heavyweight champion. With AJ, he was basically the British guy for everyone for years now, and like with what happened to him with not Anthony Joshua, what was it? What's that Mexican's name? Andy Ruiz, yeah, who I actually think he should have another rematch with, because like this last fight was just, I mean, AJ did well to do what he did, but he shouldn't have. He promised the fans more and didn't really deliver on that part.
The heavy-handed WBC #1 ranked heavyweight in the world, known as the Body Snatcher, introducing Dillian Whyte. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, hailing from Manchester, England. He weighed in at 18 stone, 12 pounds, or 264.8 U.S. pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring, with a record of 31 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making his anticipated return to the UK, here is the 2-time world champion in his 5th world title appearance, and one of the great stars of boxing today. Ladies and gentlemen, please...
This guy don't go half go on, eh? He's been talking for a while now.
The undefeated, reigning and defending...
I mean, all you need to say really is the undefeated Tyson Fury. I'm sure that's getting the crowd hyped.
WBC and lineal heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the Gypsy King, Tyson.
I've got to admit though, Tyson is a legend. Definitely one of the people that got me into boxing as well. His stories are amazing. His dad believed in him this whole time, and he just fought from young, and just continuously that belief in his mind is almost, he was hell bent on it. Wouldn't let anyone just tell him differently, basically. and a good story to watch that from, and where I get that from is True Geordie's interview with him. That I found super insightful. So go check that out if you'd wish. I'd link in the description.
Referee in charge, Mark Tyson, now to give the instructions.
Tyson. So anything on the belt will be fine, okay? Okay, boys, I've already spoken to both of you. You know what I expect. Stay professional, obey my commands, and most of all, protect yourself at all times, boys. Good luck to you both.
Well, it's a record-breaking night in so many ways, from the attendance here at Wembley Stadium to the purse bid it took to secure it. But after all the hype, all the discussion, it comes down to 12 rounds between a man who was born to fight against a man who's had to fight. The people's champion against the underdog. Maybe Tyson Fury's last fight, and maybe...
I think Dillian is like, people gave him a chance, but there was really no chance for him, I reckon. Like, Tyson is just superior boxer in every single way. Like, if you could list it with like boxing attributes like hand speed, maybe not power, but hand speed, power, footwork, just general technical boxing intelligence as well. Like, Tyson sets traps and will feint you, and will feint with his whole body as well, so it'll trick you into going into it. Like, between them, Tyson's way more. But I still respect Dillian as well. Like, he is like a proper fighter's fighter. He's came from nothing and will get to wherever he wants, no matter how he'll get to it as well.
Whyte's greatest night. What an occasion. Don't take your eyes off it. Start is going to be crucial for both boxers. Fury will be looking to just establish that jab. It's actually Dillian Whyte who's come out as a southpaw, so that is the first big surprise. But I think, as I said before, pace is going to be crucial early on. I think Tyson Fury will prefer a slower pace so we can see the attack coming. For Dillian Whyte, for me, he's got to be fast, furious on the inside, but starting off as a southpaw, Fletch, that is a big surprise. The first wrinkle, the first...
Yeah, it's weird that Dillian came out in southpaw. He's normally an orthodox fighter, and he uses that left hook, like that left hook to come round and catch you, because that's his deadly shot. Well, Tyson's more of a, a come over right hand, or 1-2 is more, especially off of that, the one with, who was it? The Wilder, that was like Tyson's specialty, just whenever he got inside the 1-2, just continuously. I feel like that's Tyson's probably strongest shot, because he can throw it off so fast as well. For how big he is, he can throw it off super fast. I mean, everyone says it, he moves like a middleweight, and he can definitely get those hands to you fast, and will probably knock you off balance a little bit, depending on your footwork.
Prize. It's a 5-inch height advantage for the champion, 7-inch reach advantage. The red and white shorts on St. George's Day for Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte in the black shorts, the biggest night of his life. Tyson Fury says this is it. He's off to retire after tonight, but he wants to put on a show. Dillian Whyte's had to work so hard for this opportunity in front of 94,000 spectators here at Wembley Stadium. You're just working on the outside rather. That jab. Dillian Whyte just slowly walking, following Tyson Fury around. But I think, anything, Tyson might be a little bit, not confused, but he certainly didn't expect Dillian Whyte to come out as a southpaw. I don't think anybody really did. Both of them have oozed confidence in the build-up. There's been a great atmosphere between the pair of them. Everything on the line tonight. WBC Ring Magazine Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the World here at Wembley. First solid shot landed by the champion Tyson Fury. Just pouring out that long left jab that's so difficult to get inside. That long left.
You can see Tyson as well is just like throwing off jabs just to keep Dillian at distance, which is obviously where he wants him, being the taller guy. So he's just going to continuously throw jabs at him and just throw him. just throw jabs, keeping that distance, so then he can release his right hand, obviously.
Dillian Whyte has to deal with. And that's the problem, Fletch, right early on. Look at the gap. It's absolutely huge between Fury and Whyte. And that's what Whyte has got to deal with. He's got to close that gap down to land the shots. And that's the problem. When you're watching Tyson Fury, you've got to close it. You've got to get to him. And Dillian Whyte, with the slow feet, just had a few problems early on. Just having a look at Fury. Dillian Whyte needs to get close enough to land the left hook. That's the key punch for him. He's been susceptible to uppercuts, and we know that Tyson Fury can deliver those as well. That first solid right hand went in from Tyson Fury right into the jaw of Dillian Whyte. Bit of a mistake there from Whyte. Throwing that left hand, that left leg come round. He became square on, and Fury just took advantage. Lands a nice little right hand early. And Dillian Whyte not really used to being a southpaw, working well with his jab, but when he's throwing the backhand.
I also think Tyson got in Dillian's head a little bit, especially him coming out southpaw, which he doesn't usually do. Like, he's not that kind of fighter. So I think he got in his head a bit. He actually played Tyson's game instead of playing his own game. And if you're going up against a better boxer, the best way to do it is your game, not play their game, because they're a better boxer than you.
It's the rear leg that comes around. That's the problem if he comes square on. Fury poking out that piston-like jab. Final few seconds of the first round. The atmosphere in here is absolutely unbelievable. Well, there's not a lot in the round, is there? But for me, Fury probably did the more work. It was a scouting.
I mean, round one, that's clearly Fury. I think no one would really disagree with that. I mean, not much happened, but yeah, I think that's a clear, easy Fury for anyone. More active, was jabbing his head off, basically. Just jab, keeping them there, and when he can, just throwing those 1-2s right down centre guard, just through the middle. Yeah.
Most certainly for Dillian Whyte, Steve. It was indeed a scouting mission. It was indeed a scouting mission for Dillian Whyte. He came out as a southpaw, which is a bit of a shock, and he wasn't a particularly good southpaw, but it clearly threw Tyson Fury there. It clearly threw him for the first 40 or 50 seconds. He then managed to make Dillian Whyte make a mistake at one point when he countered with a right hand. It's the 6th time tonight the two British boxers have fought for the world heavyweight title. The first time for 12 years. And this is far and away the biggest when you add everything together. The word from the Fury camp, and a lot of people have said this, that he's as fit as he's ever been. All the numbers in preparation are higher than they've ever been. At 34, they say he's as good as ever. We'll find out tonight, Richard.
I actually think Tyson is in his prime now, even though he's a bit older. But I think everything he's come put together, even his mental game, we all know he's had this personality from being young, but he fully, just developed now, and he can do. I mean, he's a great shit talker, fucking get up, Dosser, and all that. He gives us some legendary quotes as well. But yeah, I just think he's just fully come into his own and fully in his prime. So it's actually a shame to him to say that he's trying to retire now. I think yes, he is doing it for personal reasons, but I think if he wants to fully have that legacy, he needs to fight AJ and fight Usyk. Those are the two that I think every fan would want right now, which is the AJ and Usyk fight. I mean, we were going to have AJ, but things fell through. So he went to, what's his name again? Wilder, that was it. God, why do I keep forgetting his name? It's probably because, all the stuff about him saying it's cheating. I have lost respect for him. But anyway.
Most certainly. So out we come for the second round, and Dillian Whyte's now gone back to orthodox, and Tyson Fury's gone southpaw. Yeah, there we go.
It's actually switched styles now. So Tyson's gone southpaw, and Dillian's gone orthodox, which I thought Dillian would come out in the first place, but oh well. Tyson's better at that switching style stance. He can kind of use both hands easily.
Tyson Fury, we spoke about this earlier today. Tyson Fury the success he had against Chisora because he had the height and reach, and he certainly boxed as a southpaw in that second contest and won convincingly. And would he do it here? And now he started this second round as a southpaw.
When he boxed at the public workout earlier this week, he boxed as a southpaw throughout. He will switch though, he's gone back orthodox again now, Tyson Fury, so he's just playing with the mind a little bit here of Dillian Whyte, setting traps, creating problems. Such a big man, Tyson Fury, those long levers, he's so difficult to get close to. Dillian Whyte is going to win tonight, has to find a way to do that.
See that swing that just came out into nothing? Like that huge swing, Tyson read it from ages away, just bam, out the way, easily, easy as anything.
Quick in the feet up for me, Dillian Whyte. It was a scouting mission most certainly in the first round, but he's got to start a little bit quicker. We spoke about the problem he's got of closing that gap down. He closed the gap down with fast head movements, fast feet, and then whipped the right hand over the top. He's done it earlier in this round, but he was way off target. He missed too far out.
Dillian Whyte with a decent right hand to the body. You feel that he's going to try and target the Fury body if he possibly can, because he's such a big target to aim at. Whyte coming forward. Fury happy to box on the back foot for now. He's falling short with a body shot, the champion. Dillian Whyte is a little bit short with his work as well. Dillian just a little bit out of range for me. Probably has to double that jab up, Fletch. Just being caught, you see, out of range. You see, that's better. Well, he wasn't better, he's actually got a...
See, I reckon Dillian would have done better if he pushed more against Tyson, like tried getting in that inside more. He tried to actually like box a boxer, which is weird to me. I don't know why everyone, when they get into this opportunity, they just seem to just continuously box a boxer that is better than them. Why don't they use their advantages instead of using the others? But like when he's pushing up against the ropes and actually aggressive towards Tyson, he is doing so much better and and he kind of like shakes Tyson for a little bit. Obviously, he is used to this with Wilder, but Wilder had that huge step he can leap in, and when he gets that stupid knockout power from.
Squad! Just to hit the target, Dillian Whyte swinging away. Nothing pretty, but he hopes it's going to be effective, but he took a solid right hand through the guard there, Dillian Whyte from Tyson Fury.
To be fair to Dillian though, he has actually came out better in round 2 than he did in round 1. He kind of just, I feel like he was a bit starstruck in round 1. It's just like, I've got this opportunity now. And he kind of, I'd say not necessarily froze a bit. It was more of a kind of working out thing, but I reckon he could have done more.
Pace is crucial and it's suiting Fury at this stage. He's controlling the pace with that jab, controlling the distance. So there's got to be an injection of pace from Dillian Whyte.
Fury in control of things at the moment. Less than 30 seconds to go in the second round. Record crowd, massive night. What a night for British boxing, and what a night for the two men in there. Tyson Fury, the champion, and Dillian Whyte, the challenger. The sneaky left hand got through there from Tyson Fury that just made Dillian Whyte blink, and when he gets him on the ropes, he wants to flail away and try and land a big shot. Street box, I know one thing, Fletch.
Yeah, like I said before, like when he's getting Tyson up the ropes, he's just swinging those arms round. He's trying to actually catch it round the guard that he's going round to catch him on the side. He's trying to catch him off guard and loop and hook. Obviously, we know Dillian's, he's known for his hooks, especially a left one. So I think that's what he's trying to do there, but he should have done this more, I reckon.
Dillian Whyte's a better orthodox fighter than he's a southpaw fighter. He can move his feet better. But you're right, Richie. Richie picked up on it after 20 seconds of the first round. Dillian's feet seem really slow. Really slow. He's got the right idea. Throw 2 jabs and throw a right hand. But you can't just throw them in isolation, Fletch. You've got to get your feet there. Now, it might not be his feet. It might be just a Tyson that's that good. And that big right hand there looked like someone bowling back in the 70s. That missed by a mile. Tyson could have a good left hand. Right now, Tyson is dominating like it's the old days of big left jab. Tell you what, Richie, when you look at what the journey's been like for Dillian Whyte, his first pro fight was 11 years ago in Medway Park in Gillingham in front of a handful of people. Tonight, he's boxing in front of the...
I didn't know that. I didn't know Dillian fought his first pro fight in a car park, essentially. This shows from, like, basically the rags, not necessarily rags to riches, but rags to opportunity that this guy came from.
This crowd ever assembled in Europe for a fight. And a man whose life reads like a Hollywood script, and it really does if you look at it, wants to write the defining chapter here. He's got his work cut.
No Hollywood script for him, though, is it? Maybe should have cast a better actor.
Against the Gypsy King, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And the ring walk when he came in, the reaction to it shows just how popular he is in the hearts and minds of boxing supporters here.
I mean, Johnny Depp's probably available, you know. After his trial, you can call him up or something.
The United Kingdom.
Let's just have a look at Fury then.
Just make sure Amber don't answer first, right?
Around, but for me, it's cost him the rounds, to be quite honest. I think Fury's controlling things behind that jab, boxing his distance. This is what Dillian Whyte has got to do. He's got to rough Tyson Fury up. He's got to then find the gaps on the inside.
I can't lie, I kind of feel sorry for the ref standing in between these two huge men. Like, I'm a small guy myself, right? I'm a small guy. This guy's probably taller than me. I think I'll be crushed between them, trying to separate them like that. I'm scared my arm might break in like that.
And that's very difficult to do because Fury's a very strong man. He can tie you up on the inside. But look again, starting the attacks a little bit too far out, a little bit too slow with the feet, allowing Fury just to bring him onto punches.
And the crowd cheered that left hook that landed from Tyson Fury, but he took it on the glove, Dillian Whyte. Might have seemed like a good shot at the back of the arena, and he managed to block that quite effectively, Dillian Whyte. Fury punks out.
See that? Like, Dillian was literally just standing there waiting for Tyson to throw. He goes, you go, I go. You go, I go. Just continuous. And he don't want to disrupt the rhythm of Fury. Well, Fury, if he sees anything that Dillian's doing, which he kind of didn't do in this fight, didn't throw that many stuff, he will disrupt it straight away.
Left jab.
You're right close to the Dillian Whyte corner, and you can hear the urgency already in their voices. Come on, they're saying, come on, because they know that he's got to close that gap down. He's got to be quicker on his feet, Dillian Whyte.
Fury nice and calm in there at the moment. The jab to the body. Dillian Whyte still finding it difficult to get close enough to Tyson Fury to land a big punch. And when he does get close, he's been showing a tendency to flail away. Fury on the ropes. And he's got that ability too with those long arms. He can wrap you up and stop your attack whenever he wants to.
Just negates your work on the inside, basically. It's difficult to actually land shots on the inside against Tyson Fury. Such a big man, and he just holds you, just ties you up, and then he's back on the outside again, and there we go again, and you've got the same problem of closing the gap.
Fury digs a left hand into the Dillian Whyte body. Both of them were talking about him being a barnstormer at the press conference earlier this week. It's not quite hit the heights as yet, but Tyson Fury's in control.
You can see him starting to put up the pressure now. You can see Tyson just, those one-twos just so quick that Dillian can't. Well, it's not Dillian he didn't even try and counter-punch and it looked like that. Kind of just almost like a flashbanged him, you know.
He's got that smile on his face as well.
Controlling the pace, Fletch here. It's going down to the ground for Tyson Fury at the moment.
Tyson Fury fighting Tyson Fury's fight with less than 20 seconds to go in the third round. Whyte gets a left hand into the Tyson Fury body, and that's the end of the third round. Let's have a listen into Dillian Whyte's corner.
Okay, you're getting a little bit closer. That's what we want. When you're getting here, eat fucking body. We don't need to wing shots over the top. We don't need to. Okay? We've been practicing for it. Everything's sure. He won't see it. You're real sure. Okay?
Okay, in the corner there with Dillian and tell him to throw it short, like throw short body shots. I think they're trying to say there, like just throw it in so that you don't see the hands moving. Because Dillian, very good up close fighter, so I think they're just trying to get him to do that. But again, it just clearly didn't show.
So when you're close, we practice it. Bit of swearing thrown in for a bit of colour, literally. Don't throw the wild shots, throw the short shots. He can't see them, and he's absolutely right. If you're in close, you can slip those shots in underneath Tyson's guard.
That's what he's got to do, Steve, because it's not happening for him at the moment on the inside. Fury's tying him up, and he's got to use this.
You can see the difference in the corners as well. Jesus Christ, just look at that. Tyson just looks so relaxed. He's just gurning at his corner. Like, the difference between the two is ridiculous. Like, you can hear the other one just shouting at him, basically. Well, the other one, Tyson, just looks like he's just soaking in this information. I think he respects his trainer, to be fair, which you need.
Little short range punches on the inside. He's got to find a little bit of space as Dillian Whyte. He's got problems.
Xavier Miller doing the talking in the corner. Harold Knight is in there as well. So we'll see whether he can get close enough. They said that in the last round he just got that little bit closer. They saw that as a positive. It's a good shot from Tyson Fury. And the crowd are cheering everything that gets landed here.
This is right hand from Fury. So he's just trying to reach right. This is where Dillian Whyte's got to try and do a little bit more difficult. Oh, look at this now, Fletch.
Just caught Tyson Fury on the break, didn't he? He's not happy about that at all.
I think it shows even. I don't know if this is. I'd say this is like Tyson even more in Dillian's head because he made him get aggressive there. You know what I mean? Like, aggression can show fear.
Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte was the aggressor. He's going to get a ticking off as well. It's his first heavyweight title fight. The referee tonight, so it's a big night for the third man in there.
It is indeed, but obviously there's a cut there. It's come from that clinch. Both boxers not happy. See it on the replay again, but now Dillian Whyte has got more boxers. He's got a cut on that right arm.
See, Tyson's a motivated man already, so I wouldn't necessarily give him more stuff to be motivated about. It's like adding fuel to a burning fire already. You're just going to burn your house down. So, yeah, I think that was a mistake on Dillian's part.
Whyte still desperately trying to get close enough to Tyson Fury to let the punches go. Fury in control when it's on the outside.
Controlling pace, controlling distance. That wasn't too far away for Dillian Whyte. So Fury there just made the mistake of looking very accurate with those shots there. Just got away with it, but Dillian Whyte just missed the target of that left hook. We know that's the danger shot, but you've got to get up close to land that punch.
Whyte wants to get in there and try and rough Tyson Fury up, making an ugly fight, making a brawl, making a wall. Wants to try and draw it in, and he'll try anything to make that happen. Tyson Fury cornered at the moment, very unhappy with some of the tactics that's being employed in there by Whyte.
I think Whyte, especially after that, well, it's coming up to the fourth round now, so I think he realised he wants to play a bit more dirty, not be a bit unorthodox, and try and just rustle Tyson up. But I don't think that'll work against someone against Tyson Fury. Don't necessarily have to be like pure technique, but you know, you be aggressive, get in the inside, maybe a couple dirty tactics, but don't continuously try and annoy the guy, I think.
Whyte just keeps having a little dab at that cup. Fury mixing up the attacks to head and body at the moment, got it to go in the fourth. Fury trying Dillian Whyte up. He's desperate to try and get the champion, but he's back to the
Like he went for a wrestling headlock there. You know, like the old thing where you used to, you know, like in school when you get like the kid and go away. I feel like the Tyson went for that there. You know, teach this kid a lesson basically.
Fury can start to let the punches go, but Fury's very good at getting out there. Good body shot from Fury.
Like the way he moves his feet is ridiculous, man. Legend, absolute legend.
Clever work that was from Fury. Expecting him to go to the head then. He's got some body shot. Whyte goes there. Now it's getting naughty. It is getting naughty. Very naughty. And the referee's going to get a grip of this. They're going to get...
The commentators. Oh, it's getting naughty. It's like they're telling off people in jail. You know, don't be naughty. You know, you go to a naughty step. Oh, it's getting naughty. Oh, fucking hell.
Control of the situation, otherwise it might get out of hand. Some water or something sprayed from seemed to be the Fury corner. Someone over there. Naughty. Well, the message was you're a professional boxer, so act professionally. Somebody did seem to throw something from the crowd, whether it's a pint of beer or whatever it was. From the corner, it was from that direction. I think it was from the crowd, Richie, yeah.
Crowd getting involved now. Don't get True Geordie on that, you know. He'll tell him to stop throwing stuff. He should have been in there.
It's been rough and tough in there so far. It's not been very pretty. And all the pleasantries that we saw in the build-up to the fight have been left in the dressing room. Spoke about it being a frustrating night. It could be a frustrating night for Dillian Whyte, and at this stage it is, Fletch. I just can't seem to close that gap down. Well, that's the end of another one, and it's very, very messy in there, Steve. It's as brutal and hard and ugly and physical as we expected. This is what happened.
Am I the only one that thinks Sugar Shea, Tyson's boxing coach, looks like a karate dojo like master in there? Like what he's wearing with the robes and stuff. Either that or he's looking like to go to the Premier Inn down the road and have a nap.
It may be called the sweet science, but you get fights like this when they cancel each other out. It works in Fury's favour to be as ugly as possible. And the clash of heads is a clash of heads. Dillian Whyte doesn't do that intentionally. He gets cut. There's a bit of elbowing going in. That's what Tyson's really upset about, the elbow. The clash of heads fair. The elbow, and that's illegal, Richard. Yeah, a bit naughty there. And well, both boxers were guilty of something over on the ropes there. They both weren't happy with each.
A bit naughty again. Oh, watch out, you know. These big kids will come for you.
There's elbows going in, there's heads, and they both lost it for a split second there. I'll tell you what, Steve, they could have done this in the car park, never mind about Wembley Stadium. It's that kind of brawl at the moment, absolutely. Michael Ofo is the man who's working on that cup for Dillian Whyte, which doesn't look to be too much of a problem at the moment. And the referee wants to speak to both of them before we start the next round. I'm not surprised. And a rare situation there in the previous round. So you see Tyson Fury actually lose his temper in the ring. Certainly he wasn't happy about things there on those ropes. Both boxers were. Just wonder whether Dillian Whyte might see that as his first little victory. The fact that he's managed to get the champion angry. The fact that he might just put him into a position where he does get a bit closer to him. And in that last round, he got that little bit closer here and there. So maybe.
I do actually think that was probably Dillian's plan later on then, just to try and get him more angry. But I don't know, like, I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Just to get him more angry so he'd outbox you more, maybe get a bit scrappy. Is that because what he needed? But then again, You've got Sugar Shay in the corner. I think you'll be all right. You know, he'll take you to a premiere and have a nap and have you relax.
Sign of things to come, but he's finding a way. That's a nice read from Fury. On the outside, 2 shots downstairs.
And I think it's not working as well. Considering round 5 now, he's still as calm as ever, giving those 1-2s to the body, just to try and gas him out, basically.
Long distance again.
2 really sharp body shots in there from the champion. Dillian Whyte came back with one of his own. 5th round of 12, WBC Ring Magazine Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the World. The Union belts on the line as well. Tyson Fury still keeping the distance between the 2 of them, which is making it virtually impossible for Dillian Whyte to let the punches go and land anything of real significance.
He's got to sustain the pressure a little bit more, Fletch. That's what's needed from Dillian Whyte. He's got to step on the gas a little bit. It's easier said than done. We know that, but he's got to move ahead. That's a little bit. Now he's got to go again. You see, that single attack's...
See, he just does one attack and then backs off. I don't get it. Like, is he gassing or something? It don't look like it. He don't look like he's breathing heavy. He just does one big swing, then just lets Tyson almost take a breather himself. I think he could have done more, and I think Dillian would actually be kind of regretting this fight, looking back on it.
Look, he's got to go again and put Tyson under more pressure.
Fury empties a box out of the corner. Dillian Whyte with a shake of the head. Tyson Fury, who spent the trilogy with Deontay Wilder, dodging dangerous bombs. He's got power, Dillian Whyte, but not Deontay Wilder power, so he's got to go about things.
Power is the one thing I'd give Dillian over Tyson. But that's the only thing. That is literally the only thing. And he don't even have as much as Wilder, and Wilder literally has that whack, lights out, you know, like what he did to the guy over there. I can't remember. But yeah. Like, you don't even have as much as him, so it's kind of, I think it's just, everyone wanted to build up the fight because, you know, it's a main event, but really there's no chance in him for it. I wish I put a bet on this, really. You can do it now with, nah, just joking.
In a different way, just over a minute to go in the 5th. Fury going for the body, talking to Dillian Whyte, goading Dillian Whyte. Looks like he might just want to raise the pace a bit, Tyson Fury now.
And here Tyson goes raising the pace, you know, not letting Dillian rest on his laurels, basically, just intensity goes up.
Switching downstairs, and it's a shot that Dillian Whyte's not expecting.
Dillian Whyte has been the mandatory challenger since 2017. He's had to do everything the hard way. And if he does win the heavyweight title tonight, he's going to do it the hard way again. It's followed him right the way through his life, which reads like a Hollywood script, but he might have been stopped there by that Tyson Fury punch. And he's going to try and fight back now, Dillian Whyte. The only thing that won't go through from Fury that did some damage.
Again, Tyson just tries on the inside. To land shots in at close quarters, and when you've got Tyson Fury just leaning on you and just holding you, grabbing you, tying you up. Difficult, and Dillian Whyte is experiencing the problems that most fighters do against Tyson Fury. It's that gap. You can't close that gap without getting a hit. That's why you...
He has go-go gadget, extendable arms, you know.
The head movement, you see.
Well, that's the end of 5 rounds. Steve Bunce, 5 rounds. Tyson Fury's controlling them. He's not dominating them. He's just controlling them. He's just doing enough because Dillian Whyte is just not doing enough. You know, Richie's been asking since the first round for Dillian to get a bit closer, to double up the jab, to show a shot on them for our right. Let's quickly hear from Lennox Lewis, who's with us.
Okay, banging tunes. You know when everyone else hears the song, do not just instantly think of Big Brother. Like, they're going to put Tyson and Dillian in the next Big Brother house. They might want a new house for that, though, because that could get destroyed.
Thank you, Lennox. Richie?
I mean, at the end of the day, I just think that Dillian Whyte, his approach is just too slow. He's finding the same problem, Steve, as they all do.
Fletch, it's time for urgency from White's corner. It's that simple. Oh, they come for the sixth. And this time the referee unhappy about the time it's taking Dillian Whyte's cornerman to get out of the ring. So here we go. 6 of 12, and so far Richie Woodall scores it as a shutout to Tyson Fury, and that kind of emphasises what Steve's just said. It's time for urgency. He's got to get to work, Dillian Whyte. He's got to do something to turn the tide. And David's scorecard is very, very similar to yours, a little bit closer, but still a wide margin at the moment for Tyson Fury.
Steve says he's just doing enough to win them, and Dillian Whyte just isn't doing quite enough.
I think Tyson, that's all he needed to do. He just needed to enough. It's kind of like the AJ fight at AJ 2. Like, he just did enough to beat Andy Ruiz until, you know, until.
Steve said to get over the line on these rounds for me.
The longer this goes like this, the more desperate you think that Dillian Whyte will have to become. Tried that chopping right hand from a mile away there and missed it by just about as far. Tyson Fury.
Tyson talking in his ear. I actually really want to know what he said. I really want to know what he said to him.
Keen to talk in his ear and tell him all about it.
He probably went, how far do you want to miss your big dosser?
He must be an absolute nightmare to box, Tyson Fury, when he's in this kind of mood.
That's the tricks Fletch at the end of the day. Yes. Between there, just missed the target completely. Right hand. You should imagine, you know, at the end of the day, Dillian Whyte will be expecting that, expecting a few mind games in the ring itself from Fury.
Fury in control. Just over a minute to go in round 6. He's got Fury back in his own corner at the moment, but still he's unable to get the punches off. It seems as though he's having to think about it too much, and he can't let the punches go because it's a riddle that he's got to solve to land anything.
Just waiting a little bit too long there, wasn't he? He just had him primed in that corner. Now he's starting to move the head, and that's what he's got to do. Quicken the feet top. Just put a little bit more pressure on, sustain the pressure. We just waited in that corner just slightly too long, and then the opportunity was gone. He'd lost it.
Even when he's back to the ropes at the minute, Tyson Fury still seems as though he's in complete control. Even when Dillian Whyte's that close, it's not leading to any sustained attack.
Okay, didn't that kind of look like he went for a slam there, like a wrestling slam, like just out of nowhere, just a Batista bomb, bam, you know.
Tyson Fury fighting Tyson Fury's fight at the moment, and Dillian Whyte's got to find a way to change the pattern. Fury with the uppercut!
And there it is, the boom, the uppercut, the basically the red button for Dillian, that punch for some reason is the one that always continuously seems to knock him down. And Tyson hit it well, like no, he didn't really throw one uppercut that whole fight, and I bet his team researched knowing that was going to be the punch to knock him down as well.
With an absolute peach of a punch, he beats the count, but he doesn't know where he is. The bell might know it's off, it's called off, it's all over, and Tyson Fury defends the WB.
Hopefully he does his singing. You know everyone loves his singing.
Ring Magazine and Lineal Heavyweight Championship with the punch of his life. What a punch! Right uppercut. Dillian Whyte never saw it. He felt it and he couldn't recover from it. And 94,000 people were here at Wembley Stadium to see it. Tyson Fury still the champion. What a finish.
What a peach of a right uppercut that was, and it was totally unexpected. I don't think anyone was expecting that shot. It came from nowhere. Dillian Whyte certainly wasn't, Steve, and he was banged on the button, and he got up, but there was no way he was going to recover.
He's been looking for shots all fight. He's been looking under elbows. He's been moving his head. His eyes have never left Dillian Whyte. He was looking for shots. No one expected it, except he knew he was going to deliver it. Steve, he was knocked out or finished by an uppercut from Anthony Joshua.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutes 59.
Jesus Christ, I won this fight in this country tonight. In my lovely, my own, my England!
You just gotta love him. How can you not love this guy? Coming from England, yeah, I know this was like kind of a British fight, but I think everyone was really on Tyson's side when it came into the fight. Like, he is such a legend.
We are Spartans!
I actually think he is a warrior as well. Like, not many people these days are built like him. Like, when you saw him against Wilder, the two physiques were completely different. He's more a throwback to like the old days of Vikings, you know.
I just want to say, I'm overwhelmed with the support.
Is he
I
singing?
cannot believe I say, this man here, Sugar Hill Stewart, he made me a great fighter what I am. Years ago, I used to jib and jab, touch and slide, but you're seeing him here tonight. Sugar, what a legend you are, mate, and you made me the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division by a mile.
You are the biggest puncher.
Knockout puncher. Tell him why. Long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance.
I mean, if he does retire, singing career maybe? Pop star? God, I can't imagine Tyson in that world. It makes stuff interesting though.
Now to boxing, and Tyson Fury has once again insisted he is retiring from boxing following his win over Dillian Whyte at Wembley.
Yeah, the undefeated WBC heavyweight.
Somebody else to fight. When is enough enough? I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm quitting while I'm ahead, and underdog has its day, and like...
Again, uncensored, he spoke again of his desire to hang up his gloves.
He said, this is the truth, the gospel truth, nothing but the truth. I'm done. Every good dog has its day, and like the great Roman leader said, there will always be somebody else to fight. When is enough enough? I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm quick.
So yeah, going on to retirement, like, so we're just going on to Tyson Fury's retirement. Like, he said that this is gospel truth. When every fight is enough. I don't actually agree with that, because there's two. I think we will respect him a lot more if he does retire. To do, which is the AJ and Usyk fight. And the reason we want both of them is because they're both elite class fighters. Obviously, AJ lost his O and Usyk took his belt, so it's going to be between those two to see which one he's going to go for. They're the fight as well. I don't know. I really think whoever wins that will take on Tyson Fury, and maybe a fight the loser later on. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But we all know what boxing's like. But anyway.
While I'm ahead, I'm undefeated.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.